say who's on first, what's on second. I don't know who's on third.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
You know the full thing?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yeah.
I think the full thing.
That's it.
That's who?
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first base.
Who?
Have you got a first base?
Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yeah.
Then tell me who's on first.
That's right.
I want to know what's the guy's name on first.
Hey everybody, hold on one second.
Who's on first?
Who is on first?
I don't know.
He's on first. Now, we're not saying first.
How did I get
Well, there's a goal getting things finished up here. Got some kitchen duties to do. Yeah, Monday Night Football. Got some time. Baking some poppy seed French bread. The oven preheated. Just finished up some homemade hot sauce. Yes. I took about, I think there was about 5 different species of peppers, ranging from Ghost and Trinidad down to jalapeno and habanero, and took them out and smoked them on the grill and blended in a myriad of other additives and seasonings, and came up with a very nice but ultra hot sauce. Actually, it's beyond what I can even deal with. So I'm gonna have to give it away to find some people that'll man up or woman up and give it a go. Maybe I might send some to Eric out there in that cold winterland that he's in, and that might warm the cockles of his. I'm not going to talk about cockles, that's just not right. Anyway, got some ribeyes coming up. Gonna get the bread in the oven as soon as it's ready. You guys are really here for, or I assume that you're really here for the answer to the quandary yesterday, and I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, but there is a kind of an important addition to the answer that might take a little bit of time, so I'm going to preface this with, I'm going to try and make it short. There might be some slow speech patterns and tremors and whatnot, and if those are unacceptable to you, then please do not watch the video. Anyway, let's get to the answer. All right, so let's get to the crux of the matter, or the purpose of the video. And again, I'm going to be trying to keep this short, but it's kind of an important underlying topic here that I hope to work in without drawing it out too much. Here's the quandary, and the barrel has been cleaned, by the way, and yet the problem still persists. Well, I didn't fix the problem purposely for demonstration purposes. This is a properly loaded 9x25 Dillon, and the barrel, again, here's a unfired brass case. Again, no progress. So what is the answer? Well, one of my viewers actually out of nowhere came up with the answer, and I hope not to butcher this person's name, or channel name I should say, from Matteo674. He posted his response, and it states, did a piece of a previous case separate at the shoulder and get lodged in the barrel? That would certainly change the chamber depth. Unreal. For somebody, I don't know if this individual is into reloading. It sounds like it it sounds like he does. Right on target, no pun intended. That is exactly what happened. There is a piece of brass that was wedged in the chamber, and as you can see, it is the part right below where the shoulder is. Look how precisely severed that case part is. I mean, it was like it was cut with a laser. That was the problem. So, I'm trying to, as I said, keep this short, but there are reasons that this kind of situation occurs, and all of them are very important. One is most likely case failure, which I'm not really leaning towards because it's too precise of a separation. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but case failures usually are more erratic. So what other situation might cause that? And as it turns out, one of the leading causes for shoulder separation as opposed to case web separations are, what do you think? Huh? What? I'm not hearing anything. Come on. Head spacing. It's somewhat embarrassing to admit this because head spacing and reloading go hand in hand. I did a couple of videos a year or two ago on to crimp or not to crimp. In the follow-up or the second part of that video, I tried to discuss the importance of head spacing, crimping and changing head spacing, and seating of the bullet if the crimp was too tight. This also occurs with necked cartridges in a more devious way, if you will. While the round, as I stated, does not seat in the chamber off the case mouth, it seats off the shoulder. So I have to admit that I was lazy in my follow-up on some of my loads, and when you resize a neck cartridge, overall length is one area that you want to make sure is correct. Case trimming comes into play, but another area that is even more important is where the shoulder seats in the chamber. So, in full disclosure, I have to admit that I missed the final check on case sizing on that particular round, and the result was a wake-up call. Anyway, that is the curious question answered, And to Matthew 674, congratulations, man, that was a out of sight answer. Well done, sir. Finally, just getting some things in for some new adventures. Just got in some, Lehigh Defense extreme penetrators for the 10 mil. This ought to be interesting. Look at these bad boys. Oh yeah, there's a whole box of wonderfulness there. These are gorgeous, precisely machined, all brass / copper bullets, 140 grain. And here's another little question for you guys to mull over. This is 140 grain from Lehigh. I'm going to try and show you without shaking around too much. This is a regular full metal jacket, 140 grain. And if you can see, there is a distinct difference in length of the bullet. Question would be, why? Second question would be, how would you take into account in your reloading procedures for the discrepancy? Anyway, I will be putting some of those together and do some loading videos on that. I will be licking my wounds on my faux pas on the 9x25. That is a spunky little round. Speaking of spunky little rounds, while I was at the range doing some shooting, the guy next to me was shooting the 22 TCM by Rock Island. It's a round put out by Arms Corps. It is a cool round. There's a case from it. Notice the similarities. Kind of, these Wildcat rounds are very trippy, very intriguing, and require a lot of book work and staying up to date with, and that is very important. Anyway, I hope I didn't go too far with this. Any questions, post them. Time to get going on some afternoon beer here. I gotta warm up, and it's like freaking cold out here. It's like 55 degrees, and I froze my Wahookie off, so I'm gonna warm up a little bit. Anyway, you guys have a good day, have fun, be safe. It's cold out.